Hi all, thanks so much for stopping by. I just wanted to talk about KUPA Dipfinity. This is their adhesive and gel top coat, and we're just going to do a quick little sort of overview on this. It's not really a review per se, just a sort of a little overview, given that it's not the complete system that I have here. I just have these two pieces of it. So it's just basically just an overview of just kind of how it sort of works, and just some quick little thing that I just kind of threw together for some people that were interested in this, and so I just kind of just thought I'd get it out there. So hope you stick around and take a look. Thanks. And we're going to start with this is 2020 signed up for me. Okay, so we're going to use this number 3, which is the adhesive, and it is sort of a combination between a gel and a dip liquid. I want to say it's more in line with the gel and acts very much like a gel, but they say it's not an actual true gel, so I don't know how that's possible, but it's light activated is what they say. It's a light activated adhesive, which is why they call it an adhesive and not a base coat or something similar to that effect, I guess, in their vernacular. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and apply this coat real quick. Nice thin coat on there. That back in the bottle, and they do something called what they use the term flip and dip. So instead of just sticking your finger straight into the jar, or you want to flip your finger over and just press it into the powder like this. So I'm using one of those stick trays that I showed you in my stories the other day. So we're just going to press it gently into the powder and try to get some nice, good, even coverage. And I'm going to tap off the excess. Now this next bit is the part that kind of will blow your mind. Normally we would cure after this, but we're not going to. We're going straight back into the bottle. And this is the part that requires a little bit of balance here. So I'm going to get a nice little bead on the end of my brush, and just see what I can get a better idea of what I'm talking about here. So a nice little bead, and I'm just going to kiss that onto the nail. And then we're just going to float it around and use that bubble and just push it and massage it all the way around the nail. Because if your brush is too dry, it will pull the product off and take the powder. It'll take the powder with it. So you want to use a nice flat angle and just drag it. I'm kind of using gravity. You can't really tell the angle here, but I'm using gravity to help me out here. Cap your free edge. Make sure you don't have any little dry spots. And this also keeps you from getting any real big amounts of transfer onto your brush. So I have a little bit, just very, very tiny amount, not much. And so I'm going to wipe that off. Which us in the dip world are quite used to keeping our brushes clean. So, and now again, we're going to flip it and dip it. Hold all your applause to the end, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, it sounded good in my head. Just roll with it. Okay, so press, press, press. And it's kind of, again, it's a balance thing of how much pressure to use, but too much and you crinkle it up and buckle the powder and the liquid. And too little, you don't get enough coverage. So I'm going to go in and just pour it over. I think that actually works a little bit better. So there we go. And we can clean up the cuticle line if you need to. I'm just doing this for practice, even though this is a tip on here. But maybe you can go ahead and go in and clean up your cuticle line. Because this is gel, it is not cured until it goes into the lamp. So, which is the beauty of working with gel. Oh, and this is the other beauty of these little trays. And we can go and just clean that up and reuse it again. Wash that all out and it's good to go. Now we're going to go with the top coat, which is the number 4. But before we do that, let's brush and dust off any excess powder. And now we're going to use number 4. This is the top coat. And now we have not buffed or done anything like that, so we're going to put the top coat layer on first. And we're just going to put a nice even coat of top coat. And you can do 2 coats if you need to, but 1 coat should be enough if you're going to be buffing or filing. That looks pretty good. Now you could put another layer of top coat on that and it would be fine, but I'm gonna buff it because why not? Oh. Alright, buff, 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 buff. And then we're gonna brush it off. And then top coat. And I'll show you the beautiful picture of it later. And this is just to show you what it will look like with it doing a chunky glitter. So here we go, just the base coat. This is how I like to do my chunky glitters. I like to pour over first to get that base coat layer. And it's okay if you do get some flakes and get some glitter pieces in there. That's okay, as long as I don't get too many in there, then I might pick a couple off. I just want to get that nice base of the actual dip color first, because that really just gives it depth. And this is where it can really get crazy. So I'm going to take an extra glob and we're going to do the same thing. And again, just float that over all the glitter and make sure it really gets into all the nooks and crannies. And here you can see it did pull up a couple of the pieces of glitter, but that's okay. You just move them around and place them back down. There we go. Did get a couple of small pieces of glitter on there. Pardon my reach, but not too bad. And now for the beautiful part. Shake that up to get all the nice big chunky pieces onto the top. Still not enough. I want more. Give me more. More chunky. All right. And now time. Still not enough. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Don't have all day. What are you doing? Oh, will you quit dawdling? Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's a mess, but it's not going to be for long. And see, because this isn't a dip liquid, we have time to play with this and we have time to work with all these and time to move them around and do whatever we want to do with them. So we can massage them all into place and move them around, whatever we want to do. I think there's too little, too many. Now we can take them off, whatever we want to do, but we're not rushed. So again, the beauty of gel. You have time. And into the lamp, and here we are, freshly baked. All right, and scrub, 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 scrub. I like to scrub a little extra, really get all the dust off and the powder off. Makes those glitter pieces shine. All right, and top coat time. Now, just get the top coat in there, and again, same thing. You just want to make sure that you get a nice, good layer on there. Now for this, I would do 2 coats, just because it is so thick. There are lots of peaks and valleys, and you wouldn't want to accidentally start filing into the glitter. So I would do 2 coats. You encapsulate that in there real well, and then start filing. And then cap it off with 2 coats after that. Yep, so like this was just 1 coat, but I would go ahead and put a 2nd coat on this before I would try to file that, because it was a little bit thin. So, but that's for number 4. So there they are. And here's our finished product. There we go. So thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate your time, and hope this was informative.